founded out of the Czech Republic in Chechnya in the Russia Federation by one Czech war journalist. So it was in 2001, and the first concept of this NGO was to help the victims of the civil war in Chechnya. Then the programs shifted to Czech Republic, and the organization was focusing on refugees from Caucasus, basically. And it was really based on volunteering. There were no grants, just volunteering. And then in 2006, this community center INBAZE was founded and started, and it was already connected to an European project. So we can say that since 2006 we started, or we changed the concept of our work, and nowadays we are really project-based NGO. The community center in Prague I would say that it's mainly focused on community programs, which Karolina will present to you. And I will tell you briefly about the work in the social department. We are providing the consultancy to migrants. And in our team we have social workers, lawyers. Katarzyna is a lawyer, and we have one more lawyer. And then we have a team of socio-cultural mediators. These colleagues, they are migrants themselves, and they provide the counseling and the help with interpretation directly in the Department of Foreign Residency of Ministry of Interior. This is very unique because in Prague, the department or the immigration offices, let's say, they are very specific, very stressful. Maybe if you have time, you can have a look there, because people, they are waiting there for hours. Nevertheless, the Ministry of Interior, they made it possible for us to work directly in their territory. So now we have 3 offices in 3 different immigration offices in Prague, and the mediators, they provide counseling in Russian, Arabic, Mongolian, Vietnamese, English, and that's all, I guess. That's all, yeah.
That's enough for 3? There's 3 people?
No, we have 3 offices.
Oh, 3 offices,
but we have now 6 or actually 7 mediators. And the social counseling we provide directly in this community center. That's the same for the legal counseling. And this year we started a cooperation with the municipality, because this year they decided to really start some integration policy for migrants in field, and they established an integration center which belongs to the municipality, and we are a partner of this integration center. And we provide the social and legal counseling in Prague 12, which is quite far from here. And there is a big community of Vietnamese in Prague 12, but the office of our center is located in a very silly area, so actually nobody is visiting this office nowadays, but we hope it will change. Yeah, so maybe Katja, you can.
Well, I think you have covered maybe the legal aspects as well. When there's a bigger trouble at the ministry, they send the client to us to provide legal counseling and so on. So I think that you summed it up quite well.
Maybe, but you could say about consortium and the committee.
Okay. We are also part of consortium, which is like a platform gathering all the NGOs dealing with migrants, helping them. So we are trying to work on some policy papers and non-papers that would influence the governmental way of thinking about migrants. So it also includes lobbying and so on. So we are currently working on the insurance of the migrants. We are trying to force the government to include all of the legal migrants in the Czech Republic with all kinds of statuses to be part of the public health insurance system. So this is one of our small goals, I would say, aims. And then we are also trying to improve the situation on the migration offices Eva was talking about, because it's very stressful, it's really crowded, and there are no capacities for dealing with such an amount of applications and so on. And we find it as a very big problem because the applications are not being dealt with or proceeded on time and so on.
Is the applications, just to understand what the offices do?
What they do, basically the people come in and they need to apply for the status. They have some kind of visa, but they want to prolong it. And once they try to prolong it here, they need to get decision from the government, but they do not decide on time. Sometimes, well, it should take.
Very long.
We are talking in terms of months. It should take 1 to 2 months if the case is more complicated, but it often takes more than a year. So they are in a really weak position and they are really vulnerable. So we need to work on this. So that's what we are basically doing by our platform consortium. So this should be it. If you have any questions later on, we can discuss it.
Okay, so that's the counseling part, and now Kajo, if you can present the community activities.
I would say that the community activities are more focused on psychosocial aspects of integration, and we offer regular activities for women, for children, and also for the whole family. When it comes to programs for women, we have multicultural groups, which are called circles. And we have there 4 times a week, 2 times for women, once for mothers with their children, and once for seniors or older people. And it's an open space where they can share their troubles, problems, also happiness, where they can educate themselves and so on. The groups are open not only for migrants, but also for Czech women. Then the programs for children. We work with a group of migrant children aged 6 to 16 years. And these children usually suffer from bad social and economic situation of their family, have problems at school because of their language handicap, and also because of their different culture hinterlands. And we try to strengthen their identity, to help them solve their problems by cooperation with the whole family, and also to support their gifts and talents. We offer regular free time activities. Nowadays we have opened a new art studio. There's the paper, where we organize once a week art therapeutics workshops for children, and then we offer regular stays in South Bohemia and Rakovice. We offer summer camps for children and also club for teenagers, which is called clubbing. And also we offer educational support for children. We cooperate with volunteers who offer extra tuition or educational support. And as for the programs for the whole family, we organize some programs in South Bohemia and Rakovice, where we celebrate together our important holidays, like Easter or the beginning of Advent and so on. And also once a month we organize a program for children and their parents in Prague.
So all this program you organize for migrant population?
These community programs are like mixed, both for migrants and Czech public.
Okay.
And the counseling is only for migrants.
Oh, fantastic.
Because the idea is the integration.
Integration, fantastic.
But not the counseling.
Not the
There is a discrimination for the citizens.
Yeah.
Yes, we have.
And all these programs, they are financed by private contributions, by
No, mostly by the European funds.
European funds,
for migrants.
migrants.
Like
Oh,
if you use
fantastic.
the program Solidarity, so it's for refugees and for the third country citizens. And then we have some national funds from the state budget and some private donors. That's it basically. Not a big deal with the money.
No, yeah, it was a fantastic job.
And then we have the ethno catering.
Hello.
My name is Karel. I'm sorry that I have to finish. So I'm here to represent our social enterprise provided by INBAZE Prague, a civic organization, which is called Ethno Catering. Ethno Catering is a project which lasts about 6 years, and it has started as an idea during the social group which were provided here in a community center, where women were gathering to share and to support each other and so on. And on the beginning, one woman always have cooked the traditional meal. So it started to be like a tradition on this groups, and at the end it was a beginning of the idea of this social enterprises project.
Excellent.
Because it was like every woman who comes to our country for searching a new home here comes with such a knowledge, for example, from her mother and so on, the knowledge of preparing the traditional food. So the ethno catering started as a little project providing catering for another civic organizations, and until nowadays it's quite a professional service, which can be like compared with the other big professional firms. We provide ethno catering or catering on different kind of events, on personal, like I don't know, celebrations of birthday and weddings and so on, but also on a professional level. We provided, for example, the biggest event was in June of this year. It was an international conference which lasted 4 days in Charles University in Prague for 750 participants, and we provided with all coffee breaks and lunches and welcome reception and so on. So this is like a short story of our catering, which we hope will go on.
Definitely will. Excellent.
Everything here? No. We have our kitchen in Prague 7 district.
Just to say that the Praxis has a program called the RAIN Fellowship, which is financed by a private donor to give refugees, particularly refugees, the chance to set up their own social enterprises, or they call it a big idea. So the individual person has their idea to set up whatever it is. But we have been looking at some of the business plans of some of these people, and there's one in particular in Leicester, whose name is. Do you remember his name? Farhad. who is from Iran, who has established his own ethno-catering social enterprise, or is establishing, trying to establish his own ethno-catering business in Leicester, in the Midlands, in England. But he was looking to find an inspirational social enterprise somewhere in another country. And he ended up coming to London to find this inspirational social. We just wish that we had known about your organisation, and maybe in the future, there may be a possible, cooperation of some kind.
Definitely, yeah, fantastic.
That's great, really interesting.
It is interesting. So, how many are the women who were firstly involved in the inspiration? Are they still involved now in the catering? Or?
Yes.
Yes. And so how many people now?
One of these women who has been on the beginning with the idea, who started to cook, is now the main manager of the whole project. And we have 2 other women who are employed, for full-time job. And of course, our aim is to get more business, so we can give demands. So we can give more work to the women. But of course, if we speak about the events for 1,000 people and so on, then we call our women who cooperate with our project. But this is still like they are waiting on the phone, So of course they have they need some other work. They cannot be dependent on our calls.
And how long have you been running this initiative? And how many people you have currently involved?
During the years, you mean?
Yeah, when have you started with the ethno-catering?
6 years ago.
6 years ago, so it's a long-term young business contestant.
So are you now fully commercial, or do you still rely on some subsidy or grant funding? Or?
It is like that. Of course, there is a income which goes back to the project. But for example, if we want to grow, we need like a technical equipment and things like that, and we are not able to pay for that just from the income. So we have like donations and kind of grants and so on.
But only with the grants. There is no big project covering the ethno-catering nowadays.
Okay.
And we also had 2 male cooks. You are mentioning only ladies, but
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
don't forget
Gender sensitive issue. Okay. Excellent.
Do you have a woman who be part of the project, so now they have their own business? Move on.
Yeah, also we have such a case, and
not much, but yeah, she's trying to be independent.
But at the moment she's like going on
to open
her own. To open her own. There is one woman who worked on the beginning with us, and then she moved to another firm which has a similar concept, but it's not a social enterprise. The concept just comes out of the idea of ethno food. But now she's moving again, and it seems to be like that she will open her own fast food or bistro.